Good morning. It's Friday, October 24th, 2025, 6:57 a.m. So I had promised that this morning we would try the new Festive Collection Espresso, okay? So that's what we are going to do. And this is what I'm going to do here. My milk frother has the minimum mark is at 4 ounces. The maximum is at 8 ounces for frothing milk. But it will hold 16 ounces, like if you want to make, just heat up your milk in it. Or, I don't know about making a cold froth. I would think for the frothing things, you don't want to go above the maximum mark. Yeah, so the minimum and the maximum are for froths. There's a little icon there. And then way up here, that is just for heating up milk. Yeah, just for heating up milk. Okay, so I am going to put this just between the minimum and maximum. I don't know, I'd say maybe I've got 6 or 7 ounces. Let me put this back in the fridge. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn this on. Yesterday, it was making some rattling noises and stuff. So if it starts doing that again, I'll turn it off. I kind of checked whatever I could. I ran water around in it. It didn't do it again. So we'll give it a try this morning. I'm going to set it on hot, thick froth. And while it's spinning around, I'm going to read you. It says, experience the enchanted journey of the Festive Collection Espresso. This exquisite Arabica, it's kind of noisy. Well, we'll see. This exquisite blend of Arabica blend of African coffees from Rwanda, Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Kenya offers an aromatic symphony of cereal and fruity notes enhanced by delicate woody undertones. And it says have it as an espresso or a latte macchiato or basically however you like it. Okay, so we've got Rwanda, Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Kenya. Okay, I'm going to attempt to carry you over here to the world map. Okay, and we have got, Rwanda is here. Congo is here. Kenya is here. So basically, we are talking about countries that are right on the equator, okay? And it's Arabica coffees from these countries. Kevin, I see that you've joined us this morning. Going to try for the first time. Oh, golly, I hope this doesn't fall in the sink. Well, we'll see how we go. I'm going to try the Festive Collection Espresso. Let me turn this just a little. Okay, y'all. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. All right. Oh, isn't that pretty? Wow. Okay. And we'll get the machine heating up. And our milk is spinning around. I can't remember if it made this noise when I first got it or not. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch one of those videos from, what was it, a couple months ago or something? I don't remember. Paper towel. Let me get a paper towel. Okay, here we go. And I will get a spoon. We have a nice sunflower spoon this morning. Okay, and I'll go ahead and run this as an espresso. And this is frothing up very nicely. You know, I found the one time that I put in 8 ounces of milk, and it was the Fairlife ultra filtered milk, which is what I'm using here, which has twice as much protein and half as much sugar as regular cow's milk. This is cow's milk, but they ultra filter it so that they can get in more protein and less sugar. Anyway, so when I had put in 8 ounces, it frothed up so much that it started coming out, and it was, it was difficult to clean because the metal hot plate that this is sitting on, you know, as soon as the milk hit it, it started to scald. Had to do a little scrubbing to get it clean. So I'm careful now with how much I put in here. Okay, it should be done any second. Oh, I guess I should taste this, right? Woo! Okay. I'm trying to figure out some other arrangement for this in my kitchen. So before or after I do that, I will go ahead and descale the machine. Okay. Has a nice aroma. It tastes like espresso. And let's see, it's an intensity of 7. It says cereal notes. Okay, here's our frothed milk. I know, I probably didn't need to put in that much, right? Okay, should I put, I'm not going to put any froth on top at the moment. I'm just going to taste it. Okay. Oh, this is actually very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. You know, I love the apartment I'm living in Warner Robins, Georgia. I used to live in Valdosta. I loved that apartment. I will say, though, that in the other apartment, the one in Valdosta, I had a big, long counter. In this one, very, very little counter space. So, you know, it's hard. I've always got to be moving things around. You know those shell games where well, actually, yesterday I went to a pumpkin patch. I was like a chaperone and driver for a kindergarten field trip. And they did the shell game, but they had 3 solo cups. And underneath one of them was one of those tiny little miniature pumpkins. They put one under, you know, one of the cups. And then they kept switching them around. You had to guess which one it was under. Oh, it was a lot of fun for the kids. Well, that's what it's like in my kitchen. I'm always having to move things around to make room, and, you know, and then sometimes I can't find stuff. Anyhow, so Kevin says that this needs some clove. You know, I can try that. I've got ground cloves. This is good. Now, actually, I put a little too much milk in. Next time I make this, I will put in less. And also, I need to try it with, you know, just coffee mate. Oh, you know what? I can do that today. Absolutely. Okay, empty that soon. All right, I'll make another one. And, oh, Kevin says, oh, cloves makes it taste like Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna do this one with a coffee mate. And then, while this is running, I'll go get the cloves. Don't go away. I'll be back. Okay, here's the cloves. Alrighty. Okay, so I was going to go to the pool this morning. I just didn't feel like it, so I played my next playground instead. So I've already had a workout this morning in the comfort of my own home. Okay, so we've got the Festive Collection Espresso with Coffee Mate. Ooh, hey. This is yum. Now, you know what? Because I put too much milk in this one, and this is still pretty strong, I'm gonna do this. Okay, now, can I stir it without having a disaster here? We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna taste this, and then I'm gonna trust Kevin and put some cloves in. Oh, this is very, very good. It's like a treat. Kevin, wasn't that the name of the Home Alone kid? I just remember, Kevin, yelling for him all over. Kevin, do people do that to you? Did your parents do that to you? Okay. I love the aroma of cloves. Now, cloves is pretty strong, so you don't want to put too much in there, okay? Kevin says yes, people hollered for him like that. Okay. Now, I've stirred it in, but you know what? Cloves does not dissolve. It's like cinnamon, okay? Cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, cardamom, they don't dissolve. They get suspended in there. So I always like when I'm putting something like that in, either I leave it on the top so that as I'm drinking, I just get, you know, when you smell something and taste or drink it, that affects how it tastes to you. So you don't have to mix it in, but I wanted to mix it in because I really like cloves. And what I do when I put something like that in is every once in a while I'm drinking it, I might stop and give it a little stir again to make sure that it is, you know, mixed up well. Kevin says he doesn't like cardamom. You know, I just sometimes put a few shakes of ground cardamom in my coffee, and it gives it a candy apple-like taste. But listen, let me tell you about cardamom. There are different kinds, all right? Some of them are toasted and ground. Some of them are not toasted and ground. Some of them are smashed up. There's different types, and they come from different places sometimes. I know, if you felt like you don't like it, you don't want to go trying other ones, right? But I'm just telling you. Needs a little more cloves. I, realized that I am not one to, I'm going to leave it on top this time, to respond very well to subtle flavors. If it's going to be flavored, I want it flavored. Okay. Now see, as soon as I put it up to my mouth, the aroma of the cloves is wafting up my nose, and oh, it's so nice. Now this is really good the way it is. Hopefully I'm not sounding its death knell here by putting in, I'm gonna put in a little bit of sweetener. I am not dumping the whole thing in this morning, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, not very much at all. stirring it kind of gently so that some of those cloves will stay on the top. Well, they're being suspended right now. They're not staying on the top. Okay. Oh, but I can still smell them. Oh, you know what? Wow. For some reason, with the sweetener, I'm tasting the cloves more, just a little bit more. Okay, hang on. Runny nose here. Okay, stir this in. Let's see. Oh. Wow, Kevin, thank you for the idea. There's enough cloves in here now that even though they're not resting on the top, they've been stirred in. I can still smell them. It is very Christmassy. Oh. You know, the only thing it's lacking is a shot of whipped cream on the top. And maybe some red and green sprinkles. Okay, well, you know, one other thing I'm gonna do, you know how I'm always saying that I wish I had a pastry or something? Even though this coffee doesn't say eat it with pastry, but what I do have is for my birthday, Pizza Hut gave me a coupon to get these cinnamon stick things. So I've saved some of them to keep them in the fridge. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna warm one of them up. So it's like got cinnamon, almost like a honey-like stuff on it that makes it sticky with cinnamon. And then it's got the glaze. This is gonna be great with the coffee. So, you know, it's important that the coffee's not sweetened too much because you want the pastry to add some of the sweetness to the experience. Well, okay. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you later. Have a good day.